Hey there guys, my name is Blake, also known as the Nerd, and it's been a while since I last said this, but we're back with another episode of Minute 39. After I said it was going to be on a definite hiatus, but because Mega Mix Plus is now on Steam, and since the community has found ways to mod this game, we have so many mod opportunities, and I wanted to do this episode specifically because there were actually a few covers, namely 6, and not to fill an entire episode of requests, that have been featured in Minute 39, but have never been fully in the game. I want to go back to those and implement them basically in the game. Anyways, if you enjoyed the return of a potentially returning start to the series, I'm not really sure yet, then leave a like, subscribe, ring the bell. I don't know about comments yet. Feel free to leave a comment about something, and let's just get started. It feels so good to not have the mix mode option and just jump straight into the game. Mix mode freaking sucks. You have no idea. But this particular song or particular cover was never requested specifically, but it was done to replace the original audio because for those of you who don't know the copyright system on YouTube, basically PoPiPo, the original audio, is blocked, meaning that if you have the track, your video will not be played, and this version was never blocked worldwide, and it is the Merengue version. I'm fully aware I'm gonna mispronounce this multiple times. The Merengue, I know it's Spanish, and I'm not that good at Spanish, I'm so sorry. Alongside this PoPiPo version, all of the versions that I used that were in previous Minute 39 episodes would be using copy and paste will be in the description below. I actually won't get that out. As for the multiple choice, I'll make this one quick. It's basically my version of Princess Peach, except maybe the hair is a little bit too blonde, but you know, we'll take it. Two blondes just mixed together so well. So you also might notice rainbow cools, and like instead of good it says late and fast. It's just kind of timing things, even though it's not necessary. I just like to add a little bit of flair to my Minute 39 episodes or my Mega Mix Plus playthrough. If I wanted to play vanilla, I have a Switch and PS4 for that. I think PC can be an exception. Man, it feels so good to actually hear the button clicks with the actual audio, or the audio that I use for the covers. That's amazing. Yeah, I definitely went way too fast there. It's fine though, I think I've already perfected this, so it doesn't matter. Which is funny because in a previous recording, I was so busy trying to perfect it. As long as I don't get a grade, that is. I should be fine. Oh man, I actually forgot. That's a weird cut. because for those of you who don't know, which is a lot of you, the base that I have for my modding is, in terms of this audio, is the Mix Edition, as they call it, which I got from the official Mix Edition Discord server. And that contains a lot of songs that were already pre-installed, and I did not realize that got off so quickly. But I remember the last time I played this with the specific cover was the Min Min episode, for those of you who don't know, where we where I had the Min Min shirt on there as to kind of celebrate Min Min's appearance in Smash, which she's one of the more annoying characters nowadays, but so, to each their own, I guess. But this was definitely fun to do it, and I'm so glad I remembered to bring it back to the Future Tone mode and set it to the original one, because again, it doesn't save for some reason. That was our first cover. Let's move on to the second cover, where I'll explain some more of the details there. And that, luckily, is Rolling Girl, the Teto version, and I forgot to set it to Future Tone. I almost forgot to set it. So yeah, you're seeing a lot of these on here, but the one I want is right over here. There's a Ren version, there's a Teto version, there's a Mako version, there's even a Jubi Phonic version. We want the Teto one, which I think was originally also added on here, but I think with the recent one, they didn't, so I added it back on here. I can imagine that throws up a lot of new people if they were installed this. Oh, I never mentioned what episode this is from, the 87th. Okay, so I like how I was all like, oh, I'm not going to perfect PoPiPo because I messed up a few times, and I wasn't expecting to perfect a cover specifically in this episode. I just wanted to play it for fun, but I ended up getting it perfect with the Teto version of Rolling Girl. I will gladly take it. Man, that was actually really worth all the trouble just to like get this back running in terms of the camera. That was the only issue with the last one, was the camera one. And definitely, I don't know if I perfected the 87th episode. I don't think I did, but if I didn't, definitely makes up for the fact that I didn't perfect it in the 87th episode. It feels good. It feels actually really good. Anyways, that was my spiel about the whole Rolling Girl thing. That was the 87th episode request. And again, a fantastic job to whoever did the Teto version. You did really well, as well as the person who did PoPiPo and all the remaining ones that we have, which are 4 more. Speaking of, let's get on to that next cover, shall we? So believe it or not, the last one was the last one we would have for a while until the 101 episodes, aka the kind of the new era of Minute 39, I like to call it, rolled in, where Megamix was also a possibility, and a lot more people not only made requests, but some of them even included covers. Out of the old ones, I think only 2 appeared in the Future Tone style. So maybe this one might be an exception to where we have a Future Tone style, or I do have something else in mind, so we'll make this the Future Tone style, or not the Future Tone, the Mega Mix style. It's right there, you guys see it on the screen. I was not looking at the screen. But from the 129th episode, which I believe was the holiday/Christmas episode, depending on what holiday you celebrate, this was a star story that was requested to be in the English version, featuring Snow Miku in the 2012 module, and I think that's it? Nothing changed, right? Yeah, it was just the Snow Miku 2012. I wanted to make sure, because I believe the requested songs with the covers were just simple module choices, nothing really too specific. Although I do have to go back and change one of those where I have to fly, so oops. For now, enjoy some English version of Star Story with the V4 version. Also, yes, I did play it on Extreme, but trying to also mimic the exact difficulties I played them on, which I think some are on Extreme if I remember too. Man, V4 sounds really beautiful. Oh, there goes that perfect opportunity. It's fine though, we're just doing the covers. I would like at least an excellent after all this. Not gonna lie, I'll be slightly tilted if I don't get that excellent. Just to make up for my inner perfectionist. Not getting that either. Ooh, inner perfectionist is getting kind of salty. Wait, how did I miss that? Hello? Okay, listen, I know this song's supposed to be like beautiful and happy, but I'm kind of tilted. That number one, I didn't get the excellent, but number two, I somehow has missed way more notes on a 7-star than I ever would have attempting this on like Switch or PS4 version. This should not be any freaking different, just saying. But I can't be too mad because it isn't my goal to get an excellent or perfect in this one. It's just to finally have the audio that was requested finally in the games. And believe it or not, I actually programmed the English version of Star Story into here, which, if I were to explain it, is a little bit complicated, just finding the time to put these in. It makes me appreciate the devs' hard work into putting the music to make sure it's well-timed and well-synced, and honestly, it makes me appreciate Project DIVA a lot more that I actually know like how to put stuff in. Almost as much as I appreciate when I first played the original Project DIVA games on the PSP. It's kind of neat. Anyways, that was the first version of Star Story from the 129th episode. So the next one and the other one afterwards were in the same episode, and that reminds me I gotta fix the other one, so I'll see you on the first one. Alright, did a quick fix on the next one after this one, but I wanted to do 39 music because this was actually one of the 2 cover requests in the exact same episode. On the 137th episode, you guys remember, I did sneak in some requests into a live stream to kind of disguise it as a Minute 39 episode, and this was one of them. The other one you'll see later on, and it actually does feature a cover using Merengue and Luka, which very luckily I know how to program in, so that I'm automatically Luka and I don't have to scroll through. There is different ways, but explaining it all would be very complicated and probably not related to the episode or the songs at all, so let's just play the game. And I think I did this on extra extreme in the stream? Yeah, I did. It's kind of hard for me because most of the time I don't actually remember what they were. There we go. Finally did it again. Holy crap. 1 year later. I messed up. I got pressured. I choked. I would like to make my Call of Duty great. Is it possible for still me to get that grade? Who knows? Oh my gosh. Nope, no it's not. No it's not. Okay, I saved myself there. Okay, normally I'm not this terrible at 39 music on extreme. Normally at least I could get it on a great. At least I got that kind of semi down, which is a normal. Oh wow, I even got the max, which I've never gotten before. Okay, cool. I don't know why specifically with that one, but that I just had to reset a couple times because I was like, oh yeah, I could probably do better because perfectionism means like, oh yeah, let me. I guess for me it's technically perfectionism if I'm trying to do better than I normally am. I have to remember in my mind, I'm not really doing this to try to get a higher score, just implementing the songs, getting them on there into official Midnight 39 episode with the buttons of Project DIVA. That was a weird hiccup. You know, just gotta keep that in my head. Anyways, maybe they'll carry on into the next one, which was also part of the 137th episode as well. And that was also Romeo and Cinderella, which this was the one I had to fix because it was on vintage dress, but the requester that sent us this request whenever I snuck into the live stream had Siren. I very luckily remembered what that was, and it was, I think, done in extreme. Maybe that was done on hard, I can't remember. I'm gonna do it on extreme, but before I get into the NT version, which is what we have here, which is Hatsune Miku 3 times, I do also have the Mirai DX version. Because, if you remember in the Let's Play Mirai DX, I mentioned that the Mirai DX version is the best version of Romeo and Cinderella. Well, that's on there, but the NT version is the one we're going for. Also, I bumped my mic and I heavily apologize for that. Maybe that's a sign of good luck. I don't know. I thought for a second that I was gonna get at least like one save at the beginning. Imagine? That can't be me. Oh my gosh, way too many of them. Oh my gosh, I don't even know how I barely passed that. I was on a hot streak and then it turned into hot shit. I don't care what the sense of that. That's usually how it normally is with the extreme version of Romeo and Cinderella, for those of you who are new to the channel. At least you guys heard the NT one, so that was good. And that was also part of the 137th episode. Long story about how I got the NT version of this song in here because it's a doozy of a story. In the original episode that this was in, the 137th, the video that I linked went private, meaning that you couldn't be able to reach it. So I looked on YouTube to see if there was an NT cover that I could use. I found one and programmed into it, but then realized part of it was just cut super short, which would have made it not only awkward to play through, but towards the end there would be absolutely nothing to play or no music to hear, which meant it was kind of silent and you had to figure out where it was, which in the rhythm game is never good. So I had to look up to see where I could find the NT version, and I actually found it on SoundCloud, extracted it from SoundCloud, converted it into an OGD after doing some editings to make sure it's in sync, put it in this mod of Megamix, and boom, this is how I was able to get it. I don't know if this is specifically the original one, and if I can't find the original one on YouTube, then I'll give credit on SoundCloud. It'll be the only exception to this rule, because normally a lot of them are on YouTube. But I guess thank you for the long, painful journey to get it back, because man, it was worth it. Anyways, we have one final cover that we needed to do, and if you guys heard my throat, it kind of sounded like Nickelback. I can't believe I made that joke. Let's move on to the final request. Oh yeah, I got a perfect on this one, but I'm also too much of a... Oh wait, I thought it was 9 for some reason. Let's say I'm too much of a chicken to do it on Extreme. But I remember number 1 doing it on Extreme with this version of Look This Way Baby. At number 2, why would I chicken out of 8.5? It's actually one of the more doable ones I could do. But speaking of Look This Way Baby, for the final request that featured a completely different audio, this was from the 144th episode, this had a cover of Look This Way Baby done by Rishi P. This was how I was introduced to Rishi P. So Rishi, if you're watching this, now you know the origins of how we met. In that video specifically, I had an outfit in mind. Here, it's completely different. I'm basing this based off of the video that I did called Megamix Plus Mods Are Blessing and a Curse, where basically I use a completely different module that actually replaces the yellow module. This is actually based on a pack that they have called Inkling Fashion Music Pack. I'll have to put the whole thing on screen because I can't remember the name off the top of my head. On top of that though, there is also the heartbeat hair, which I forgot to mention in that video, and an accessory that replaces the the gag glasses with heart eyes. If you're wondering how I got the heart eyes, let's just say it was one of the few safe for work parts of a not safe for work Discord server that I had to join in order to get this, and a mod that was based off an enemy character that I thought looked really interesting. Don't worry, I'm not part of that server. Once I got those, I was out of there immediately because I am not about that. But this is kind of a more of an original character because I know where she has one. I figured I should have my own original version of Miku as well. Speaking of, let's jump in with Rishi P's version. Kind of weird. The original Miku's combining together. What button did I... Oh, gosh. And now I'm focusing on the wrong button that I pushed. There is no way I'm getting grabbed for all that. So many mess ups, man. Holy crap. Wait, how close was I to grade on that? I butchered the ending so badly. Oh man, could you imagine if I got grade after all that? That would be like the greatest tale to ever live. For those of you who've never heard of any Resty cover, well, there you go. She tunes Miku to make her sound more realistic than even those who actually use Miku to make her sound almost realistic. I think even more realistic than Michi M, which is an accomplishment in itself. And it goes over mostly rock music, although I think she has a couple covers of them in pop. Let me know, Rishi, if you're watching this, because I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, speaking of Rishi, you guys should totally check her out. She has a YouTube channel. She also has a Discord server, so if you guys want to hop in and say hello to her, and normally I would end it off here, but if you know the tradition of Mini 39, I like to include a particular request that I like to do, or not particular, just a request that I like to do. It used to be the wheel thing, but then I decided to do my own thing because the wheel was a bit too much. So I would like to add one more cover to this version. And let me tell you, this version you're about to hear is probably one of the most fun ones I've actually ever done. Also, I realized I was going to do the Future Tone style for that one, but I forgot to do that. Oh well, I'll do it here. And it is a Teto version of Tokyo Teddy Bear. There is a lot of elements within this one that makes it really unique and probably one of the most challenging but most fun songs to put in here in terms of a mod. Trust me, when you hear it, you'll know for sure. Anyways, I'll let you guys listen to this. This is probably the best Teto cover I've heard, period. Ooh, okay, 2 rainbows. That's guaranteed a good score. Or 752, that's not bad. Oh, I didn't deserve that save. wanted to get great on there. I hate saying this a lot, but imagine if I got great on this cover. It wasn't even a high score. Boo! I'm sorry about that. But can we talk about this cover real quick? And how fun it is. Like, this is literally hands down the best cover. Believe it or not, this is actually an alternative version that added some effects in the original version, because in the original version you heard that like kind of a record scratch thing and then a little bit of screaming that was in the original one. That was actually really hard to put in to make it rhythmatic, and then there was a little chorus as well. So that actually took a few edits to put all of that together. Huge credit to the person who made this, because it is hands down the best Teto cover I've not only ever heard, but I've had the privilege to make a cover track for this version of Tokyo Teddy Bear. I don't know where I was going with that. I meant to say like for Tokyo Teddy Bear, this cover, but English is still a twisted tongue for me. Can you tell it's like that because I said some words that normally isn't there? Or normally is placed differently to where it makes sense? But yeah, person who made Tokyo Teddy Bear, huge shout outs. You're amazing. Keep up the fantastic work. And thank you for making it easy to put all this together, because the person who made this actually had a Dropbox containing all the different audios, so I didn't have to download anything like that. So, and if you guys want to listen or use any of these covers and a few surprises, like you might have seen the Merengue X one, I haven't really done it yet, but there'll also be English names of some of the songs, as well as some Mimi covers for those of you who like it. I do have a pack available, and it won't be in the description below. It'll be in my Discord. There will be a special, I guess, page for that where you can go download it. It's just gonna have all the audio covers as well as some different things. Like I believe there is a different, there is a different cover for Sand Planet, as it'll be called, or Suna no Wakuze. There will also be some other audio as well that I've put in there, specifically for Mini 39, but again, there'll also be ones that I want to add on there. And you don't really need any extra packs aside from what you'll need in there. Make sure, if you're going to do this, that you have either a version that like an older version, which will require a little bit more work, but in case the game updates on Steam, you have a backup copy with the older ones you can go to, and make sure you have it set up so that way it doesn't automatically update on Steam, so that you can play it along. Or if you are going to updates, make sure you are up to date. But anyways, thank you all for watching this special episode of Mini 39. I want to reach 150 episodes before putting this back on hiatus, because I know for a fact maybe this game may not be the big priority unless there's a new Project DIVA game. But I would like to reach 150, so we'll see where it goes from there. Anyways, if you enjoyed this episode, leave a like, subscribe, ring the bell to be notified, and maybe leave a request in the comment section. I don't know. We'll see what I do for like the next 4 episodes now, because this is the 146. Anyways, I've been Blake. That's a weird choice. My name is Blake, also known as the Nerd, and I'll see you guys in potentially the next episode somewhere down the road, which will be the 147th. Man, it's crazy to think about. Do remember to take care.